everybody, this is Mr. Rafter Reviews back again for another video. Today I want to talk about the newest installment in the Jurassic World series, Jurassic World Rebirth. I saw this movie, I believe, it's been a couple days. I'm not sure if it's been a week yet, but I saw it because I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. I grew up with these movies. They were my favorite movies growing up. I've brought some dinosaur toys out for the video. I have more in there, but it would take forever. I just wanted to share my thoughts on it because I fucking hated this movie. It was so bad. And the thing, I wasn't gonna do a video on it because I don't really do anything on this channel anymore. But I've been seeing people online it is kind of divided, the response to the movie, but there are a lot of people who are out there that are really enjoyed this movie. And I'm just like, how? How did you enjoy this utter shite? I honestly have no fucking clue. It is for me tied worst with Jurassic World Dominion. And when I first walked out of the movie theater, I put it below Dominion. So I put it as the worst, but Dominion's real fucking bad. I haven't seen it since it came out, and it's horrible. But to me, it's still, despite all the layers of shit that were compiling on that movie, through all the shit, there was still that tiny little spark of the original movie. It was fucking it was hitting deep. The cameras had to be on to find it, but you still had it. With Alan Grant returning, even though it was fan service bullshit. It was still Alan Grant, It's hard to go wrong with the OG cast in a Jurassic Park movie. They did go wrong, but that's not. I don't think it was entirely. It was definitely the new casts as well. That movie was just that movie sucked. That movie sucked balls. But this movie I think might be worse. It really was really bad. Where do I start? First off, this goes through the Indominus Rex's interview right now. I got this for Christmas one year. The Distorce D-Rex, right? Whatever the fuck, is probably the most stupid looking animal I've ever seen in my entire life. It was really bad. It made me appreciate the Giga and the Indoraptor, and especially the Indominus Rex, because I don't even know what the fuck that is. It literally looked like a Muto from the 2014 Godzilla movie, which is not a very good movie, but I would still say it was better than this movie. But that thing was just so ridiculous. I couldn't even comprehend it. I was just like, what is that thing? And as well, it wasn't even in the movie. It was in the movie for 10 minutes at the very end and killed one guy. And that was it. It wasn't scary. It was ugly as hell. It looks retarded. Apparently the design of it was the field Indominus Rex, prototype. They were just the scientists over at fucking InGen or whoever the fuck owns the dinosaurs now. I don't think it is InGen. I think it's some other stupid thing. But I don't keep track with this shit anymore. This franchise died a long time ago for me. But the science was saying before I got really interrupted by my lack of storage on this phone. It was just it was like a pick and mix. That's what it was explained in the movie. They were just these really smart scientist people were just going, oh, maybe let's put some T-Rex. Oh, let's put some of this, and then they just made this abomination. Are these people that stupid? Whatever. It was retarded. It didn't look scary. It was just stupid. It didn't even feel like a dinosaur anymore. And that was one of my biggest complaints about the movie. It didn't feel like a fucking dinosaur movie anymore. It felt like a Godzilla movie, which is fine. I'm a Godzilla fan. But I came here to watch a Jurassic Park movie, not a fucking Godzilla movie. And that was probably my biggest complaint. The characters as well. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, they sucked. Especially the main mercenary cast. What a bunch of forgettable shits. They had so many scenes of dialogue with these characters where they're oh, remember our buddy who died in fucking Afghanistan or something? We don't know these characters. Why should I care? It was just retarded. There was no stakes as well with these characters because you just knew they were gonna live. You knew the fucking rich asshole dude was gonna die, and that was about it. The rest of them were fine. Oh. One of my other complaints is that the movie was the dinosaur design other than the D-Rex. They were all like hybrids. They were like Dimorphoraptors is what I'm calling them. They were like flying velociraptors. They look stupid. I forget what type of sauropod they were, but there was these sauropods that had frills in their necks like they were Dilophosaurs, and it was just like, what is this retarded shit? Why is the sauropod look like that? And it was like all CG. There was like no animatronics. Well, there could have been, but they didn't look like animatronics. They just looked bad. The dinosaurs look shit. And another complaint I have is the atmosphere of the movie. The script is awful. But the island they were on, there was just like I watched The Lost World the other night, the Lost World Jurassic Park. It is definitely my favorite after the original. I think it's the second best. I think it's pretty good. The atmosphere and suspense in that movie, just from Isla Sorna, which you can still see in Jurassic Park 3. The atmosphere of that island is so creepy and disturbing. There is none of that on this new island. It is just like, oh, it's a new... I don't even think they gave it a name. It was just so boring, and it was like the entire... There was like not a single scene in the night bar like the end, and there's just no atmosphere at all. And just shameless retcons to the original movie. Like, well, not retcons, but like Easter eggs to the original movie. Like, just shamelessly done. Like, oh... Like, oh, you're still watching the Jurassic World movie, by the way, bro. It's just so dumb. So dumb. What else did I hate? Everything. I hated everything. I hated the characters. I hated the dinosaurs. I didn't think the action scenes were amazing. I hated the dinosaur designs. The pacing was shite as well. The script sucked. It didn't feel like a Jurassic Park movie, and that was the first time I've ever felt that way. Even watching Dominion, it still had that, as I said, it still had that essence of a Jurassic Park movie. Even though it was trash, still had that essence. There was none of that in this movie. It was just suspenseless crap. You know, pushed out crap, and it's going to make a shit ton of money because it's a Jurassic World movie, and they're going to make more crap and just milk this franchise dry. And it's just like... do I have any positives? Maybe the T-Rex scene with the raft was pretty cool, but there was like really it like picked up the raft, but it didn't break. Like when he bit it with his mouth, like he bit into a raft, like this rubber raft, and the raft didn't pop or anything. Like this thing was destroying buses in the Lost World, but it can't break a little raft. Like. Ugh. And the ending as well. Holy mackerel, it sucked. They had this guy, I think his name's Duncan. They had this guy, and you think he was about to die, but then he lives. And it's like, I didn't even know his name until Scarlett Johansson's character was screaming like, Duncan, oh my god, he's dead. And then he's alive at the end, and it's like this really suspenseful, like, triumphant music going like, I don't care about this character. I didn't care if he died or not. They should have done it with the boyfriend guy, the comic relief character. Have him sacrifice himself for the family, and then he lives. Or dies. I was fully expecting him to die, the stupid comic relief boyfriend guy. But he lived. That family, I mean, they were... The family that I'm on about, they were so stupid. They were like... sailing in this dino-infested water that was like internationally like barred off, and it was like, oh, we're sailing from the Mediterranean, the Caribbean to the fucking Africa. And it was like, why? You know there's dinosaurs about there, but you're fucking just swimming about in it willy bloody nilly. Like, oh my god. Please, if you really liked Rebirth, go rewatch it and then watch The Lost World Jurassic Park. It's night and day, the quality. It's just, oh my god, so bad. I I struggled. I was so disappointed. I was this close to fucking walking out of the cinema. That's how upset I was. And like, what have they done to my favorite movie franchise of all time? Like, who the fuck's gonna buy it? Just that D-Rex toy. Like, look at the toys I got here, man. No one's gonna buy that bullshit. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I actually can't. Don't watch the movie. Don't give it money. It's gonna make a shit ton of money. It already has, but don't watch it. It's truly horrible. I'd give it like a fucking like a 2. Like, it had good visuals, but it's a movie in 2025 with the budget of a Jurassic World movie. It should have good visuals. What should I be? Would anyone expecting bad visuals? Like, I'm not gonna give it that pro. The dinosaurs looked like shit. There was no suspense. There was just no. It was just horrible. It was so bad. It was just a shameless cash grab, and people love it. And I'm just like, have you ever seen a Jurassic Park movie before? It's just like, oh my god, how the series has fallen. It's gonna get worse. If I had to give my final ranking of the Jurassic Park franchise, last joint for dead last is Rebirth and Dominion. I honestly can't decide which is worse. They're both horrible movies. I probably would watch Dominion again though before I'd watch Rebirth. So I don't know. Maybe I'd give it to Dominion just about. But they're both horrible movies that I'm not looking to rewatch anytime soon. So they're joint last. Then I would give it to Fallen Kingdom. I thought it was really, there's some parts of it that were really good. I love the horror aspects with the Indoraptor. I love the black market ideas. It's just the ending was really bad, and the whole movie took place in a fucking mansion. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the best. Next up, Jurassic Park 3. The Spinosaurus and Alan Grant carry that movie. Everyone else in that movie fucking sucks. Again, it's still that suspense of Sorna. The Pteranodons were pretty good. The Velociraptors were good, but like the human cast was really dumb. The pacing, the plot, it was really bad. It was really bad. Then next up, I would give. I would say the original Jurassic World. I hope none of you think I was going to say the original Jurassic Park. The first Jurassic World, it's a pretty good movie. It is kind of just a copy of the original, and there is some problems with the movie. But in the terms of the Jurassic World series, it's by far the best. It's a pretty enjoyable watch. The Indominus Rex is actually, a good villain. Up next, second best in the series, I'm going to give it to The Lost World. Like, the suspense in that movie, some of the scenes in that movie, the long grass, the trailer getting pushed over, the juvenile T-Rex, there's just so many good scenes in that movie, and it's so suspenseful. It's so atmospheric. It's constantly raining and just jungles, and just the T-Rex roars. The characters are pretty dumb. Like, Sarah's retarded for a paleontologist, Wonder Kid. I don't think the kid Kelly was that bad. Nick Van Owen's pretty likable. The hunter, I think his name is Roland. He's kind of a Robert Muldoon, like, kind of equivalent character, but he's really cool as well. The San Diego segment, although stupid, is really cool. The plot hole though with how the fuck the crew in the ship died is a pretty bad one. That's probably one of my big critiques of the movie. Is everything on Sorna is incredible. The dinosaurs look great. The score is amazing. The atmosphere and scenery of the island is incredible. The Ian Malcolm's great. yeah, it's definitely the second best in my opinion. I'd put it over the rest of them. Bar the original Jurassic Park, enough said, it's by far the best. It's actually an amazing movie, and you couldn't say that for any of the sequels. So that's my not Dominion, Rebirth thoughts. It's horrible, it's dog shit. I literally couldn't tell you how I was so disappointed afterwards. I will not be watching it again for a long ass time. It's truly bad. Alright, that's the end of the review. Goodbye from Mr. Raptor Reviews. Truly horrible.